Okra and ogbono soup is one of the delicious soup you can prepare at home. So nice, simple, delicious and amazing soup. When you talk about soup that is nutritious in terms of nutrition, okra and ogbono soup is one. If this is the first time you are coming across my video, you are welcome to Julie Kitchens. Today I will be exposing how I made this okra and ogbono soup. I started by adding water into the pot. Then after that, I added the water from fish that I steamed, and then I cover the pot and I proceed to prepare okra. Added some salt into the okra so that it can be very neat. After that, I also washed the ugu, which is the vegetable I used. I added salt as well to make it very clean. And I started washing the vegetable. While washing vegetable, you don't need to press it too much. You just need to wash it strategically. Just wash it lightly. Do not press it too much because if you press it too much, you're actually removing the nutrients from the vegetable. It is our old mama that used the method of washing vegetable and pressing as if they are squeezing bitter leaf. So after washing the vegetable, then proceed to cut the okra and the ugu leaf. I prefer cutting my okra at home. This is because I always want it to be neat. Though some people prefer cutting their okra and vegetable at the market, it's a matter of choice. But me specifically, I prefer making it neat by myself, taking good care of what is entering into my stomach. So after that, I proceed to cut the ugu leaf as well. So after cutting it, I started preparing the ogbono that I used. While grinding the ogbono in the market, I added crayfish into the ogbono and grinded them together. And added oil on top of the ogbono. Turn. When I realized it need more oil again, I have to add oil again into the bowl I'm using to turn the ogbono. And I started turning the ogbono. I turn up to this extent and it is okay and due. So I went to open the pot in order to add some ingredients at this point. I added ogiri and suka. Those that knows the contribution of ogiri to both taste, aroma and everything can't miss adding it into their soup. You can use iwu in case you don't get this ogiri. After adding ogiri, I then put the ogbono into the pot. As I put it, I turn them together and then proceed to add palm oil. Using original palm oil that has a good taste will always give your soup a better taste. So after that, I have to cover the pot and cook for 2 minutes, open it to add some other ingredients. Then at this point, I have to turn the soup very well. If you add ogbono, you need to be turning the soup constantly to avoid getting burnt under the pot. Once you add ogbono, your eye should be there very well. Then after that, I added okra. After adding okra, then the next thing is that I proceeded to add the maggi that I used. I used no maggi for this. You can use any maggi of your choice. Then added salt as well. While cooking, you should be checking it. Start with small salt because it is better that you add small salt and later add again than for salt to be too much inside soup. So after salt, I added pepper. Then as I add pepper, I have to turn everything together. So here my eye have to be there because I have to come and be checking it and continue turning to prevent it from getting burnt. So after that, I have to proceed to prepare the fish that I used. I steam this fish with just water, onion, salt, maggi. After that, I fried it. I even fried with red oil. So I have to go and check, open it so I can add the other remaining ingredients. Now I have to turn as well because the law is that you turn constantly, otherwise it will get burnt under the pot. And once it gets burnt, the taste changes automatically. So after that, then I have to add the fish. As I added the fish, then I turned again. After that, then I added the ugu leaf that I have already cut. After adding ugu leaf, I have to turn again. I have to turn everything until they rhyme together. So after turning everything very well, then I cooked for just a minute, come back, turn again. That is at this point. I turned it again and I looked at it, checked the soup, and I found out that it is time for me to dish it out and bring the eba or swallow, any kind of swallow, and enjoy the meal. It is ready.